proud to be an American. Stand on your feet and make some noise. On behalf of Good Sam and Camping World, gentlemen, start your engines!
Whenever you're ready. Fired up. Got a couple of times for you to begin a pursuit car ride. See what your pairs team up. We'll keep an eye on the mirror.
Race number 6 in the chase for the Sprint Cup at Talladega is underway. Did not take Jeff Gordon long to find Mark Martin's back bumper.
It's almost like he rooted that 33 car, Boyer, out of the way so he could get with his partner, but here comes Boyer up on the outside.
Yeah, you can see Boyer stayed in the throttle, and Mark Martin slowing up to get with Gordon there, slowed him down, but that's not going to take long to remedy that situation.
On the outside, Jimmy Johnson pushed by Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the point.
Comes Boyer getting a big push from his teammate, Jeff Burton. Make their way to the front.
And the charge from Matt Kenseth and David Reagan. Here come Kyle Busch and Joey Logano to the outside. (18 and 20). Announcing their presence at the front of the field. Trevor Bayne. Remember when Denny Hamlin got in there and was drafting with Robbie Gordon? Well, Robbie broke that off. I sound like I'm talking about a high school dating thing or something, but Robbie broke that off and went back to pick up Trevor Bayne in 39th place. And they've charged their way now from some 12 seconds back to where they're up and closing in on the front runners.
And looking at the scoring monitor, they've been running laps close to 200 miles an hour, average speed, while they're catching this group. That's why they have so much momentum. Look at them go on the high side.
And this has been the way they've hooked up the whole time. Trevor Bayne was without a partner. He had lost the draft. Robbie Gordon went back, they got together, and now they've made their way, making their way towards the front.
And by the way, that was 5 laps ago. They were 38th and 39th. So
one lap.
They're going to stop here.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Wow, there it is.
There it is.
Not going to hit anything.
Maybe. Back live, Talladega. We are under green. An attempt to get to pit road for a green flag stop. We talked about it going to the break. It went wrong for Joey Logano and Kyle Busch because there was some other traffic slowing through the pack ahead of them. Kind of a complex situation. Bottom line, Logano's off the pace. Kyle Busch lost his wingman, and we're still under green. Trevor Bayne and Robbie Gordon had gotten separated on the racetrack. So watch Bayne in the red and white 21.
Yeah, he's motioning, he's coming to the pit. Woo. Logano didn't get slowed down. Look at this save. I mean, this car is sideways. So from that point, he didn't go to pit road. Kyle Busch went all the way down pit road without stopping. Now the tire comes apart.
Caution will come out now.
Yeah.
The fans like the way this is working.
Yeah, they like that tandem that way a lot better, don't they?
You're both clear. You're both clear.
Looks like it's working, though.
Both clear. No run.
So, you know, it might not have anything to do with the cars. It might just be the way the drivers go about being in front, keeping that rear car attached, and the driver in the back keeping his car attached to that bumper on the front. So it just might be the styles of the driver more than it is the cars, Vince.
Well, and I can tell you, DJ, I know that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is happier out front. We talked about it. He likes being out front. It's been hard for him to be patient today back towards the back. And maybe the best news of all, that vibration that Jr. was feeling in the second half of that last fuel run, he's not feeling it anymore. Steve Letarte did tell him the tires look just fine. Well, and that's certainly been looking for a partner, Denny Hamlin, and he found one with Kyle Busch. Kyle and Denny are working with Denny's spotter, Curtis Markham. We've got a crash, guys.
Ryan Newman spinning off the tri-oval. Caution flag. Some damage on the left front of that car. You see that front splitter all wrinkled up.
Yeah, the whole front end's tore off of it.
That's just the air literally sucking that car around as he got up beside of David Rudeman. When you're that close.
Hard to tell from that angle if that 00 was coming down at all.
Well, it just wasn't enough room there. And when you get this close to these cars,
no.
You can see, well, it's just that there's a lane there. That bottom lane, there's a little bit of where the pavement goes together and where the lanes were, it's a little uneven right there. And Ryan came up there with Tony pushing him, and it's just the uneasiness that you get going through the tri-oval and then another car taking the air off of it. It sent Ryan Newman spinning.
See, the lower half of the front end's gone.
And if he
That
drives
right front, Ryan, it's all the way down.
and the green back in the air. David Gilliland in the 34 alongside Jeff Burton in the 31 at the front of the pack. Quick updates, Joey Logano in the 20, the free pass at the caution. Logano being shown 2 laps down in 39. Ryan Newman being shown 1 lap down in 38th place. 37 cars on the lead lap.
I think one of the things working against.
Oh, no, trouble. Allmendinger turned around. Kyle Busch makes contact. More cars involved. Harvick is in it, one of the championship drivers.
Lock it down there, Andy. Get it rolling here if you can.
McMurray involved. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick. Second in the championship, starting the day. Front end damage to that 29 car.
A lot of damage to Kyle Busch, too.
Watch the top there, the outside, 43-9.
Yeah, it was just a big run that they had. They were going extremely fast, but it's just literally the rear wheels start getting picked up, and then that turns you down the racetrack and into the other cars.
It goes back to the thing that the guy behind cannot see. And so Allmendinger was looked like he tried to check up a little bit because there wasn't quite enough room on the outside. And Ambrose just couldn't see that.
Yeah,
he right there.
Yeah, he was probably having to check up just a little bit to keep from running over Joey Logano and Tony Stewart right in front of him. But Marcus Ambrose having no idea, and it just takes a split second of cracking the throttle.
So Allmendinger continues in the race. Kevin Harvick as well. And we go back racing. Clint Boyer, the race leader. Harvick on pit road again as the green flag happens and the restart sends the field back up to speed. NASCAR on its race control channel is telling the 29 team they need to fix the smoke coming from that car. And we will see if they take that 29 car to pit road or to the garage to make further repairs on it. Doesn't appear they're heading to the pit lane.
All right, we're going to have to come. We're going to have to come. They're not going for it.
That black flag with the white cross means that lap was not being scored for Kevin Harvick in the 29 car. NASCAR wants him to go fix it. 14 and 20, Tony Stewart and Joey Logano making a charge to the front.
You see Logano really doing a nice job of keeping that damaged left front out of the air. He's got that part well in behind Tony Stewart's, the back part of his car. These two are making a lot of speed.
That's a good shot right there. You can see that whole left front exposed, the tire and everything on that 20 car, but still the front bumper intact and doing a good job pushing Tony Stewart.
Trouble. 71 car and the 32 in trouble. Andy Lally in the 71 on the outside wall. 32 is Terry Labonte.
I think these two cars have been running together.
Caution is out. Oh, that's Jimmy Johnson.
Uh-oh.
Stay low, stay low. 71 is wrecked here. Right up there, no pressure. Come on up there, Jimmy, if you need it.
Just behind Carl Edwards and Greg Biffle. And that's a hit on the right front of that 48 car.
Yeah, that's a pretty severe hit right there in the right front of the 48 car, Jimmy Johnson.
It's a good job by Jimmy not to wreck. I mean, he maintained control, but he did take a pretty good lick on that right side. This is one of the problems. I mean, you can't run away from trouble at this track. I mean, it can happen at the front or the back. These guys were running at the back trying to stay out of trouble, and it found them.
There'll be 21 laps to go in the race. Have we seen the last caution? And how's the finish of this one going to shake out? Kenseth squeezes in behind Burton and in front of Reagan. And Dave Blaney in the 36, pushed by Brad Keselowski, going for the point on the outside.
You can see the 33 and 31 separated by 2 cars and a lot of car links there now.
Kenseth backs up to Reagan, and Tony Stewart hooked up with Paul Menard now in the draft, that neon car. It's Michael Waltrip in the 15, behind Labonte in the 47.
Landon Castle got a piece of that also. See here.
Well,
Kurt Busch.
Hard lick for Kurt Busch and Bobby Labonte.
It looked like that when we had followed Michael Waltrip and Bobby Labonte that Bobby was really loose with his car. He wasn't able to turn it a lot of times and would have to chase it up the track. And you're right,
Wow.
that was a really hard lick there at the end.
You just know where to go for Kurt Busch.
Wow, look at how high the back wheels of that car came off the ground in that hit. Just an indicator of how hard that collision was. Fans at Talladega on their feet, ready to see what's going to happen. Tony Stewart, the race leader. Watch that start-finish line, 10 laps to go, green flag is up. Jam up in traffic in turn 2, look out.
There's a potential problem there.
I'd have to say that'll give that outside lane a big run going down to turn 3.
Look at this accordion. Jeff Burton to the point in the 31, pushed by Clint Boyer. Oh, trouble right there. Martin and Hamlin and Regan Smith with a hard crash.
In front of you there. Stay focused. Stay coming down. Watch him coming down.
Green flag is in the air. See how quickly 31 and 33 get hooked up after that line. Tony Stewart and Paul Menard not quite together in that outside lane. Look at Gordon and Trevor Bayne up through the middle.
Well, Jeff Gordon was on the gas, ready to go.
Matt Kenseth has been separated from David Reagan.
I think Matt's wanting to be able to help the 21 maybe right now. Leave Jeff Gordon hung out right here.
There it is. White flag, down to the final lap. Can anybody run up and catch Burton and Boyer? They've got some ground to make up if they're going to do it. Shuffling around in this pack.
8 of the last 12 races here have been decided on the last lap.
Dave Blaney first to break from the traffic with Brad Keselowski. Here come Brian Vickers and Casey Kane. Whole knot of cars behind him, but Jeff Burton is a half a lap from victory. This far clear of the pack. Does Boyer pull out and try and win?
There's a chance that Boyer might try to pull out and win when they get to the trial.
Here he goes. Here he goes. Does the pack have a chance to run him down?
Side over there, you and him. No pressure.
Side by side in contact. The pack is not going to catch him. They
Burton still got a
again. Clint Boyer gets the win.
I don't know who won that. Good job, Clint.